Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by DW, the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv was hit overnight by a heavy wave of Russian drone and ballistic missile attacks. At least 5 people were injured as residential buildings were struck and fires broke out across the city, including on the roof of a hotel in central Kyiv. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky cut short his visit to Dublin following intelligence reports of the major assault. Furthermore, DW highlighted a recent study by the Center for Strategic and International Studies, CSIS. The research reveals a grim milestone. Over 2 million Russian and Ukrainian soldiers have been killed or wounded since the invasion began in February 2022. CSIS estimates that Russia has suffered approximately 1.4 million casualties, while Ukraine has sustained between 525,000 and 625,000. Interestingly, drone warfare has become highly dominant, with some estimates suggesting that over 90% of Russian casualties were caused by drone strikes rather than traditional infantry combat. The airstrikes on Kyiv follow a recent increase in long-range Ukrainian drone operations targeting oil refineries and energy infrastructure deep within Russian territory, which have disrupted Moscow's domestic fuel supplies. According to NHK, heavy rain brought by a seasonal rain front and low pressure has battered northern Kyushu, leading to the formation of active linear rain bands early on July 2. Saikai City in Nagasaki Prefecture recorded a heavy downpour of 84.5 millimeters of rain in a single hour. In response to the rapidly rising water levels and the risk of severe disasters, the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism issued a Level 5 flood special warning, which is the highest level of alert. Meteorological authorities also released emergency weather bulletins warning of linear rain bands across Fukuoka, Saga, Nagasaki, Oita, and Kumamoto prefectures. As the rain clouds shift towards southern Kyushu, residents are strongly urged by NHK and weather officials to remain on maximum alert for flooding in low-lying areas, overflowing rivers, and landslides. According to Yahoo News, Iranian state television reported on July 1st that a foreign-flagged container ship ran aground in the Strait of Hormuz after failing to navigate a route designated by Iranian authorities. The ship reportedly entered shallow waters and became disabled. Iran's Revolutionary Guard Navy emphasized that navigating outside its designated authority route could lead to irreversible consequences. The report is viewed as an attempt by Tehran to assert control over the strategic waterway, through which approximately 1/5 of the world's oil and natural gas passes during peacetime. This incident occurred as high-stakes, non-public negotiations to permanently end the war with Iran got underway in Doha, Qatar. Key figures, including U.S. Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff, senior advisor Jared Kushner, and Iranian chief negotiator Kazem Garibabadi, have arrived for the talks. While working-level discussions began on Wednesday, regional officials report that deep divisions persist over crucial issues including control over the Strait of Hormuz and regional stability in Lebanon. According to a report by Thai Sounds, Finland's Ministry of Foreign Affairs summoned the Chinese Chargé d'Affaires in Helsinki to protest the repeated harassment and intimidation by Chinese police targeting a Rainbow Run event hosted by the Finnish embassy in Beijing. The event, organized on May 28th to mark Beijing Diversity Week and promote gender inclusivity, faced interference even before starting. Diplomatic staff received threatening calls demanding cancellation, and on the day of the run, police set up barricades while plainclothes officers closely followed and filmed the participants. Diplomatic sources criticized these actions as violations of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. The harassment was part of a broader crackdown. The following day, 2 European drag queens invited by the EU delegation were detained and interrogated by police in their hotel rooms for 7 hours. Furthermore, LGBT-themed film screenings hosted by French, German, and British cultural centers in Beijing and Guangzhou were abruptly canceled or disrupted due to police pressure and identity checks. Human rights advocates noted that these incidents underscore Beijing's growing sensitivity and systematic suppression of LGBTQ+ advocacy. According to Asahi Shimbun, Rafael Grossi, the Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, who is running to succeed United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres at the end of this year, expressed his strong commitment to reforming the UN. In an interview with Asahi Shimbun, Grossi emphasized that the UN needs a Secretary General positive about reform to enhance efficiency. Despite the Trump administration severely limiting its financial contributions to the UN, Grossi claimed that his relationship with the United States remains very good. He is competing against 5 other candidates, including former Chilean President Michelle Bachelet and GUPTAD head Rebecca Grinspan, both of whom could become the first female Secretary General if selected. Grossi differentiated himself from other candidates by highlighting his hands-on experience at the IAEA, dealing with major global crises, such as the invasion of Ukraine, Middle East conflicts, North Korea, and the discharge of treated water from the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. He stated that his extensive diplomatic efforts and practical problem-solving track record make him uniquely qualified to lead the United Nations. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.